Almost a year from his reveal, MOTU Origins Night Stalker is going up for pre-order, and we discuss the latest Toy Habits news right now on Toy Habits Live. And before we go live, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat. Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits. I'm Michael.
And I'm the Toy Sorceress, and you're watching Toy Habits Live. How's it going, Michael?
It's going really well. It's Friday. We get to talk about toys and leave the work week behind. So it's really, I'm excited to be here and pumped to talk about all the stuff that came out this week. How about you?
Yeah. I am so glad it's the end of the week. I had a really long, exhausting work day today. Was out at several job sites on my feet. So just glad to be here. Glad that it's Toy Habits time. Glad to be talking toys and forget work.
Seriously. Yeah, that sounds like you had a rough week with training and all the site stuff that you had to do.
Yeah, that was rough. But I'm happy it is time to talk toys, and we have some amazing people in the chat. So let's go ahead and say hi to them, and then we can dive into all of this really cool news. Let's see who's here. We got StreamYard. Sorry. I clicked way too much on the top of the list.
I love it.
And StreamYard is a brand new crew member. He's a duck. We got Frankie Rivera here. Obviously, amazing crew member. We got, hey, Toy Habits is in the house also.
That's
Check
me.
it out. Crew member Joe Coleman here. It is Toy Habits time, people. We got crew member Lord Hoagie. We got crew member Bigum is also in the house. We got crew member Skyfall. So many crew members. We got crew member Stephen Komarek is here. Mo2D is also joining us. Crew member Brennan Barnes is here. Good to see you, Brennan. There Be Toys is also in the house. It is the Retro Toy Princess Allison Troy, crew member. Good to see you. We also got crew member Giraffe joining us. We have Masters Keep. New person, welcome to the chat. I haven't seen Masters Keep. Crew member D. Griff, good to see you. And look at that. Joe Coleman starting it off with 5 gifted Toy Habits memberships.
Thanks,
people
Joe.
must be busy, so there's not a ton of people in the chat right now, but what's good is 5 of you who aren't members now have a much better chance to getting a free membership thanks to Joe. Joe, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. We got crew member Justin Booth. We got crew member Ryan Cole. Good to see you, Ryan. We got Pop Culture in Plastic here.
Ooh,
also, Dave Chanelli is joining us. Vane21 is also here. We got crew member Timbo from Limbo is also joining us. Good to see you all. And Michael, before we dive into the news, why don't we go ahead and say hi to the ever-growing crew member. Oh, Hal Jordan. What's up, Toy Holes? We had a whole discussion about Hal Jordan.
Toy Holes. We should just make a shirt like that. Toy Holes. Toy Habits, Toy Holes.
So, okay, Hal Jordan, the funny story is I was super busy last week, and there was a leak that came out about Superpowers Wave 9, and one of the characters on that list was the Riddler. And if anybody knows Superpowers history, the Riddler was never released as part of the Superpowers line, but it was released in the Super Amigos line in Argentina based on the Hal Jordan Green Lantern. It was the original, the only Green Lantern from the vintage Superpowers line, but they use the exact same mold. It was a repaint, and that's how they made the Riddler. So Michael was helping. He was doing the article for me, and I was kind of checking some stuff and helping him find images. And he sent an image of the Riddler, and I think it was like a custom Superpowers one that you had found online, right? Or you're like, oh, I found the Riddler.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, no, the Riddler was never made. And then I'm like, oh, it's the Super Amigos one from Hal Jordan. And he goes, what's Hal Jordan? so we had this whole discussion about that because that's just the last version of Green Lantern we just got from the McFarlane line, which is the classic Superpowers Green Lantern. So that's that. Every time I see that name now, it it cracks me up. And he's like, "Oh, it's great." I mean, but you're learning all of this because I know you were a superpowers collector.
No, and you're not going to turn me into one like you did.
I know I'm not, but I'm trying to educate you.
No, I love it. That's you are a wealth of information, so that's fabulous.
So welcome Hal Jordan to the chat.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and say hi to the crew.
We shall. Yes, if I can get. Oh, there we go. I get this right. Yes. Thank you to all the crew. We adore you, and thank you so much for the support week after week. Also with Joe and also Ryan, just gifting memberships week after week after week. It just gets to build up the crew. We had a fun time with the addicts on our Discord last week. Hot tub. So that was really fun. Getting to hang out.
Speaking of last weekend, I went and attended Robo Toy Fest in Burbank last weekend. I met up with the Baroness of Toys, and I ran into one of our crew members as well, Alejandro, which was really cool.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And he's like, "Toy Sorceress, is that you?" Like, yes, it is. And actually, I ran into a few other viewers of the channel, which say hello to you, Michael, as well. Yeah. But I didn't know that there was such an amazing vintage toy fair in LA. Like, it was great. It was in a fairly decent size, I guess, if you want to call it ballroom, but it was like the convention center in a Marriott. So it was a nice size. It wasn't like overly crowded. $15 to get in. And there were some amazing vendors there. Brian's Vintage Toys had some really incredible stuff. And you know what, Michael? I got to pick up Star Wars Grail that I've been after for such a long time. And I bought a vintage AT-AT, which is something I've been wanting forever. Awesome. And it's working, and it's got its chin guns and everything. And my husband, he was so funny. Like, it was early on in the show, and he's like, "You can't carry that thing around with you everywhere." He's like, "Give it to me. I'm going to put it in the car." So he picks up the AT-AT like this with its 4 legs, and he's like carrying it away like it's like his pet cat. It was hilarious. But we had a blast. I'm hoping to put together a toy hunting video from there, and then I had some mic issues, so I'll get creative with the narrative on it. But it was great. It was great. Yeah,
that's awesome. Now I have FOMO. Now I want an AT-AT. I'm watching some on eBay.
I know. I set it up. I've got the retro version of, I guess, Snowspeeder Luke hanging off of it, and with the vintage little belt with the grappling hook. It looks so cool.
Oh my gosh, they show me a picture and I'm like, that looks so, yeah, I want that in my display. So
yeah, we'll have to show a picture of it later on the screen. I'll pull one up. And then, it's like I picked up a bunch of random stuff, but there was this really cool die-cast astronaut, and I, for the life of me, can't figure out what this is. So if somebody knows what this toy is from, please let me know. He's got like a jetpack on him, and it's die-cast metal, so he's heavy, but it is this really cool astronaut, and he's articulated.
I'll do here. Oh, perfect. I just took a screenshot. I'll do a reverse image search if nobody knows. But yeah,
so if somebody in the chat knows who this is, and he's got an American flag on his chest, and it's pretty cool. Picked up a little Inspector Gadget, just a bunch of really random cool stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I just dropped my Reaction Red Jackal behind my desk. Anyway, it was a blast. I'm adopting that show. I'm going to go next year. I love it. That would even be a cool one if you wanted to come down and visit. Like, you would have loved it.
Oh my gosh,
you
totally.
Would totally love that. It's much better than like WonderCon. WonderCon was cool for the panel we got to sit in, but the toy shopping was yeah, it was great. It was great.
Nothing's coming up in the image search for, like, there's lots of other stuff that they're tagging, but it's not it. So,
That's hilarious.
Interesting. Hopefully somebody in the chat knows. That'd be really fun. Like,
look at Degriff's comment. It's cat. Yeah, and someone made a comment. It looks like your husband's carrying his pet to the car.
That's hilarious.
It's cute.
So cute. Let's see. Chef M80, are there magnets on the feet?
No magnets on the feet. And he's totally articulated, but his knees bend, his arms bend. They've got ball joints on him. His head has a ball joint. Little wrist. I mean, his waist moves. Yeah.
Always itching to bend.
It's hilarious. Anyway, he's my little mascot now on my desk. But yeah, it was just so much fun. I picked up a loose Brainiac, the vintage one.
Oh, cool.
So now he looks really great because I put him in the new McFarlane Skull Ship because it's that same style. So he looks great. Just a lot of fun stuff. It was great.
Cool. Chef M80 thinks it looks like it was from Starcom.
Oh.
So who's your daddy?
It might be
Xylomex Metal Man.
Metal Man. Ah, very interesting. Very interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, I figured somebody really must know here. That's awesome. That's really cool.
It was just a lot of fun, and it's funny because getting to go back and see just all of these incredible vintage toys in one place, it kind of reignites your passion for it, and you would have loved it because there was a lot of vintage G.I. Joe stuff. I know you've been on a G.I. Joe vehicle kick lately.
I'm on a bender right now because I'm like, now I got some space to show off the stuff, and I was like, it's funny because I've had these vehicles like 3 or 4 times over the last 20 years, and now I'm like, oh wait, now I just want them back now.
I know. I saw somebody walking out with a Terradrome. Like you've got a great one there.
Oh my gosh, I'm staring at it right now.
It was wonderful. But speaking of G.I. Joe, the Hasbro team did a really cool unboxing this week of the Dragonfly. It's going to be shipping to collectors hopefully in the next couple of months, but it looks incredible. Like I went through and painstakingly did screenshots of the whole thing. I mean, you can watch this video on YouTube, of course, but it's nice to see the stills because then you get to kind of like focus and like let your mind drool over all the details of stuff. But here's the box, and I don't know what your thoughts are. They called it monochromatic. I think it's just kind of using only a couple colors, but it's supposed to be in the same vein and theme as the His Tank art. That's on the.
Yeah, they totally did that. Yeah, I think it looks like a red sun rising or a red sun setting in the background, which is cool. It kind of sets off the Dragonfly, which is neat.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people display these boxes because they're pretty freaking huge, but it's nice eye candy and the art's beautiful.
The art is beautiful, and they didn't leave any stone unturned because when you open the side flap to get the box open, the art's continuous, and so it creates this like huge scene, which is really cool. I thought that was very thoughtful of them to do that.
That's cool. Who in the chat had ordered this one? Just throw it in there. We'd love to know. But yeah, the box art is really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. And so the top of the box has the Dragonfly logo, and then kind of like this blueprint, etching on it, and some of their I guess kind of file card iconic graphics. It's very cool. So enough about the box. Once you get inside, they have the same kind of 3 boxes with like accessories, the actual Dragonfly, and the figures. And there was some really cool like decals in here. They called it like I forgot, like monster something style. I forget what it was, but it's in the article. This one's hilarious because it's like a zombie Wild Bill riding on top of a Dragonfly. It's hilarious. Cool. I don't know where you would put it, but it's super funny. And of course, these are kind of more customized stickers, and then you get like the standard sheet. But once you get the vehicle out of the box, it looks incredible. And so they started putting on, like the little missiles, the winch. We did get some close-up details of some of the panels when you open it. Here's like the other like machine gun that clicks on the other wing, I guess. And the detail on this is really incredible, that you can see like kind of like this like kind of flamed like burnt effect on the edge of that.
That is
amazing
cool.
job.
Oh my gosh, Clint ordered 2.
And they
Daddy
even did that on the inside too, kind of oxidized looking, right?
Yeah. Yeah, looks really good.
Yeah.
Clint said that he should have got 6 so they can fly in a V or a W. Wait.
Oh my god, that would have been that would have been
been
so incredible. And I forgive me, I'm just kind of closing tabs as I go so I can free up some of my Wi-Fi space.
No,
So anyway,
you're great.
yeah, I'm trying to keep it lean and mean, right? Keep my computer running. So the details look great. You can see all the little riveted, panels and stuff like that, like molded, sculpted into here, like the tempoed little signage and logos and stuff. It looks incredible. And then Lenny showed a close up of one of the blades, and they molded in so it looked like carbon fiber, right? So it's got that like kind of carbon fiber look to make it look kind of more stealthy and stuff, which I thought was really cool. And please interrupt me at any point. Were you able to watch this unboxing video, or did you just go through our photos?
I just kind of like dragged the video through just to key points, but you took really good pictures, so there was really no need for me to go watch the total unboxing.
To hear the beefy boys talk about it. They did a good job. They did a good job. The beefy boys. But what really looked great was once they got all the pieces put on to the Dragonfly, they added the blast effects. And so the blast effects go on with like on the side with those little like pegs that stick out. It's sort of little dog bone shape, so they clip on. They smartly did the same thing and put the little holes as well in the blast effect. So if you wanted to move the blast effect forward, like this one is, and then clip it onto the little dog bones there, it makes it look like it's taking off. So rather than just the missile being clipped on to the side of the wing, the blast effect can get clipped onto the side of the wing, so it looks like they shot it off the helicopter. How brilliant was that?
That is brilliant. Yeah, it's like so many little ways to display. Oh, I think I did watch in one part of the video you had to make a decision whether to put the like machine gun drum on the wing versus like the missiles and stuff.
Yeah, the ones that you can put the little chips and salsa logos on it. Yeah, and there's a photo of that here, but I didn't show all of the
No, I was just remembering that.
Just a bunch. And this looks really cool. So the display stand is, obviously this clear cylinder. You gotta fight for your right to fight.
Yes, for your right.
For the right. Yeah, they look like they're having a blast. So this display stand's really cool because you can put that like kind of in flight mode and put it up on your shelf so it looks like it's taking off.
That is really cool. Yeah, I'm glad that
how are you going to display this?
Big.
Are you going to hang it?
I think I'm going to hang it. Yeah, I was watching some videos on how to hang just like big vehicles and stuff. My ceilings are vaulted, so I do have the space to hang them, and it would just free up a lot of shelf space. So I'm like, how many flying vehicles can I hang? But I'm also like, should I do that, or is this just going to be like a recipe for disaster?
I mean, you gotta get really, really good, like
50-pound
fishing wire or whatever, right? Make sure it's strong. Baroness, of course, it's okay that you're late, but good to see you. Had a lot of fun shopping at Robo Toy Fest with Baroness.
Oh my gosh! Now I have FOMO. I should have came down.
You should have came down. I had no clue it was going to be that good. I'm telling you, you should come down next summer for it.
Next year.
I mean, it was just so much fun. So much
one aspect of this that I'm not sure about is the yellow rudder. I'm wondering what your thoughts are on that, because like the jury's out. I'm like it's kind of sticks out like a sore thumb to me.
I mean, to me, when you have the blast effects on it, there's kind of a couple little other splashes of color here. I actually don't mind it. I think it adds a little pop of color to it. A little bit of interest from all like the kind of drab green. I mean, it's a military helicopter after all, and that looks great. Yeah. But I like the little pop of color. I don't mind it. And the rear wings are articulated, so you can move those as well. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. And you know, Lenny was also coordinated because his watch was mentioned. Did I just blank out on you guys, or can you still see my screen?
No, you're still here.
Okay, because my screen's starting to blank out a little bit.
Oh.
Give me one moment.
You're good.
For it to come back. All right. So after they put the Dragonfly all together, they pulled out these bad boys. So I was like so impressed by the figures, and these are not like the final production, but pretty much the final production. They're in the same, you know, like slimmer box, but they have side and rear art, which we're going to see in a moment. I don't know if you have anything to say in terms of the way the figures are laid out, Michael, but we'll keep going.
Oh yeah, I like the way they're laid out. The boxes I'm not too much of a fan of, but I mean, I pick them anyway, so I don't really keep them. But I do like the fact that there's a huge window and you actually get to see most of the figure.
Exactly. So reducing that art on it makes the figure view bigger. But the neat thing is it does have rear art for all of them, and then the one side of the package recreates that art on the Dragonfly box, which is really cool. Once they finally got them all lined up in the right number order, it was hilarious. It took them like 3-4 tries to like they kept moving them around.
It's funny.
They had it opposite of the camera. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes I want to like if my hair's like bothering me, I'm like, and I'm looking in a camera from on like
I was like, which side?
I'm like, wait, I can't do it.
I do that all the time when I'm trying to like point to like when we're on a stream with multiple people. Same thing happens.
Ooh.
And on the article, I've got what the rear of the boxes look like. It's just, you know, it's got various art for them. But Wild Bill looks incredible.
He looks great.
He turned out great. You can see his little 6-shooter there. It's got like a little star on it, a knife, and he looks really cool with his sunglasses. So they did something interesting. So they gave him a separate hairpiece, and all of this is in our article. I'm just showing a few photos for each, but he has a separate hairpiece and a separate hat, and then he has a hat with his hair. So you can do both. You know,
I love that.
If you just want to not have the hat like coming off, or you know, have him hold his hat, you know, like he's whipping it around or something, and he has hair. So they gave us display options. And another thing cool was they said that they did put his name tag under his vest, so it's there if you kind of bend the vest away.
That's cool. The hat is really detailed. I was surprised. It's got like a paint app on it too. Really like makes this hat pop.
I mean, you can you know, if you zoom in on it, you can see like there's like the two like cavalry swords and like, you know, that little rope around it and whatever this is, but it looks really great. And his sunglasses have like a little gold, you know, trim around his black sunglasses.
Lord Hoagie, while Bill wears a hairpiece, my world is a lie.
Yes, he does. I spoiled it for you. It's like Ted Danson.
Oh,
you never knew. I know. Then actually, sorry, I'm going to show this one first. That was out of order, but then he went to Night Force Ripcord, and Ripcord has, you know, there's this little respirator piece here that like the air hose plugs into, and he's got like his little logos on him, the little zippers on his like jumpsuit right here, and the kind of like flare out. They look really cool. And the neat thing about Ripcord is a couple things. So he put his backpack on. You can open the back of the backpack and put his stuff inside it. You know, he has like a little altimeter, whatever it is, to tell like the altitude, like on his left arm right here, which is really cool. But I mean, how cool is that? You can store his like his gear in there, or you can store what he hinted at was a parachute. Where's a parachute for him?
That's where, because he would need one.
Oh, yeah. I know. So that I think that was kind of a little hint of maybe something to come.
Oh, interesting.
Which would be really
cool. I like that a lot. I like that I was looking at the original Ripcord, and I like the fact that they put the respirator piece on the side so you can kind of see the front. Yeah. Because the whole like bag covers the whole front of the figure in the vintage line.
Exactly. And so another really cool thing is, so he comes with goggles, and then he has this helmet where the visor is articulated and it slides down over the goggles, so he can like either goggle up or have it down. And then when he does have it down, he looks like that. Like,
That's really
how
cool.
freaking rad does that look? You can see the little air hose of his respirator. It's like plugged in right there. He looks so cool.
He looks really
I thought
rad.
Wild Bill was going to be my favorite in the bunch, and it turned out to be Night Force Ripcord.
Oh my gosh, how cool. And yeah, they're going to make a regular one too, and they better get the camo right. But yeah, this figure surprisingly came out amazing.
Yeah, he came out so cool. I can't wait for them to release the regular version of him. And before we keep going, I'm going to give a big shout out to Daniel Hurin for being a member for 14 months.
Read his comment too.
I have a hat like Wild Bill. I wear it when Zarana and I play Reverse Cowgirl. I don't want to hear that.
We'll have it after dark.
Save it up for after dark, Daniel.
There we go.
And Stephen Komarak says that backpack is awesome. It's about time they started making functional backpacks.
Seriously.
I mean, what did you think about that? Was that brilliant?
Yeah. Is that like, yeah, it seems like you can all the backpacks that they've done so far, you just kind of clip the accessories to them. But I love that functional backpack because I'm staring at a huge box of like the accessory bin, right? And I'm like, just chuck them in a backpack.
Yeah, like all the cool small stuff. He definitely can like throw in there. I mean, it was like really, really very creative and very cool that they included that. That was like a nice surprise.
Oh my gosh. SA's comment. Please give us a mask, Haslab. That would be amazing. Hasbro renewed their
Michael
mask.
would lose his beep.
Oh, I totally would because I'm staring at the whole collection of masks over here. So I would totally lose my shit.
I know you would. I know you would. And I love this that you can put his little visor up. Like he looks great. And like the layered look of like his web gear and then like his backpack over it. Like it's very cool. Very cool. They did also mention, I guess, that the finish of this one was a little bit glossy, but it should be matte finish when it's production.
That's good. Yeah. So Joe, these were part of the HasLab from last year. So yeah, they did that crowdfunding. So you can only get them via the HasLab. So secondary market is going to be your enemy, but your best friend at the same time.
Joe, you're gonna have to buy a 3-foot helicopter to get the rest of these, or buy them separately on the aftermarket on Evil Bay. That's the way to get them. But Joe, don't fret because I'm sure they'll make a regular version of Ripcord at some point.
Yeah, they're insane already. Like the prices on these figures.
Oh, I bet. And then there's Glenda. So I want to have your take on Glenda.
And then there's Glenda. The face does it all. This face does it all. Yes, just like you.
Exactly. She looks cool with her headset on. I mean, yeah, I don't know if the face sculpt missed the mark a little bit.
Yeah, between the digital render and this, she looks a little peeved, either pensive, peeved, or just like I'm not digging the face sculpt on this one. So, but I think you can change out a hair, and if you put like the glasses or goggles on, I think she'll look fine. Yeah,
and we'll take a look at that. So she looks a lot better with her helmet, her visor, and communication helmet on. She looks really cool like this. Yeah, and then she's got this really awesome backpack. And I forget which Joe character that he said that the rifle and the backpack were from. It's in my post, and I apologize because I have a long week this week and it's not coming to me, but I wrote in the post. But my point was, once we look at that, after we'll go through these pictures, I think they're hinting at that character, and you'll be very pleasantly surprised about it. So I'll look back at it afterward because I'm sharing my screen. I don't want to lose my spot.
Dude,
but once we go through the rest of the photos,
it's Carol Brady. That's what she looks like.
You know, I met Florence Henderson once. She does look like that.
That's funny.
I know. Now I can't unsee that. You know, with CoverGirl, I always was seeing Joan Rivers, and now I'm going to see Carol Brady on Glenda.
Oh, totally.
Big shout out to our friend Cobweb Collector, who is a member for 1 month. Good to see you, Cobweb. Happy to see you there in the chat. So the next figure that they opened up and unboxed was Night Force Crazy Legs. He looks really cool.
He does.
I'll go ahead and give me your thoughts on him, and you'll see him in the next photo with his little hat.
Yeah, I think I have Night Force Crazy Legs. I mean, it's I love the texturing that they did on the entire figure butt. It's like I forget what they called it. It's like a satin pillow, or I don't know. It's like a pillow.
Yeah, like a pillow finish.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I love the Night Force figures, so I'm happy. Like the face sculpt, I don't know. Like, I think I'm thinking of like the vintage sculpt and just kind of comparing the two, but I think he looks great.
You can see his face a little more right here. Does he have like a little, what's it called when men have that little tuft of hair right there?
Was that like a soul patch, or I don't know?
Yeah.
I got calling it the wrong thing, and that means something else.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. And then he's got like a parachute hat. Apparently, it's a specific thing that they wear. So that was kind of a cool detail. But he looks cool. I like him. And here, this is another one that could really benefit from a parachute.
Yes, because they parachute. So yeah, why didn't they think of that?
They should have thrown that in as part of the unlocks. And Giraffe, a Carol Brady G.I. Joe would be epic. Totally agree with you on that.
I have a very short, funny story about Carol Brady. So I used to work.
Oh, go for it.
I used to work in a.
While I look up.
I used to work at a socialization center for the mentally disabled, and every time I would walk up to this woman, she would say, "Hi, Mrs. Brady." I was like, all right, I guess it was the funniest thing. I worked there for like 6 months in college, and then
I don't know what about you reminded. Are you serious?
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't like wearing a robe or anything, or I didn't have my hair done like Mrs. Brady, but I just thought it's like I still remember that to this day. It's just kind of funny.
That is like freaking hilarious. Now you're gonna have a new nickname.
I know, yeah.
I'm just scrolling down the article real quick to see what that figure was that Glenda had some parts from.
But yeah, I was really happy with all the figures, and yeah, I don't know. There was somebody on Instagram who was asking the question, like, do you like unboxing videos? Do you want to be surprised? I like unboxing videos because it shows me how to put the parts on, because I'm a hot mess when it comes to like putting stuff together. And sometimes I just don't pay attention to the directions. I just do it wrong.
Yeah, me too. Or I mean, I never read the directions, and it drives me crazy because sometimes I can't figure out how to put something on. So the unboxing video is like an easy shortcut way to like go in and see how to actually do something properly. Like, you know how long I was trying to figure out the ammunition on the back of the vamp, those little canisters, to get them to sit right.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
While I look this up,
for the $10 super chat, Extendar says, extending some love. Very generous of you, my friend, and happy to have you finally in the MOTU Origins collection. So you're both a celebrity and you're a client. So thank you.
Thank you very much. That was super kind. One thing I was going to point out that the Glenda comes with like an extra harness, which is another thing that he pointed out that can go on any of the figures, male or female, and can be adjusted. So that's kind of cool to lift. I guess the head's got like a little hook on it. You'll be able to wench the characters up and down. But it was Grand Slam. Her backpack and her pistol was inspired by Grand Slam.
Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering why you're getting that. No, because yeah, we still need Grand Slam in the line, and that's another, like, the jump that he came with is another nice small form factor thing that they could do for the classified line.
Exactly. So that does it for the Haslab unboxing, why don't we go and jump into some Joe news? I mean,
Joe
some
news,
MOTU
I think we did
news.
that. No. Yeah, before we do that, hopefully everybody saw the Summer Geek-Out drop today. I don't know if everyone collects this stuff, but they're going to be doing 6 different drops for the next 6 weeks or something. I think this was week 1. They did the Fall Geek-Out, I think back in March, and that's where 3 G.I. Joe Classified Series Python Patrol figures came out of the blue, which was cool. So hopefully we might see that during this Summer Geek Out. So the only crappy thing is, like, these things drop at like 6 in the morning on the West Coast, and I was like, I set my alarm for like 5:45 this morning. I was like, good Lord.
Thank you so much for taking care of that. I got up early all week, and then I had to run out early for work this morning, and I just did not have time to put that article together. So, like, you were my savior. I appreciate it.
Crazy Legs, his hat is called a
rigger. So go ahead and check that out. That Batman the Animated Series Batmobile is cool. Yes, very cool. Rigger's cap. Yep, parachute rigger.
Very cool.
That's right.
Yeah, and then some MOTU news dropped earlier.
Alejandro Valdez is in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have a little tiny bit of a delay. I was gonna say hi to Alex, because I ran into him at Robo Toy Fest last weekend.
They hide it. Yes, please.
And I got this great part on video, and then my hi, Alex. I'm so sorry. And I got like this great piece of video with us. It was me, Baroness, and Alex, and my mic wasn't on. Like I forgot to hit the tiny little button on my mic, and I didn't get any of the sound like the whole way through the Robo Toy Fest. So, Alex, I apologize, but it was very fun seeing you. And Alex actually got to pick up this really cool Secret of the Sword poster that he like spotted in between me and the Baroness. He's like, "Oh, are you buying that?" And I was like, "I didn't even see it on the floor, but by all means, go for it." So, I hope you enjoy that, Alex. But let's dive into Night Stalker news.
Yeah, so finally a year after, like almost close to the year after it was debuted at Comic-Con last year. So this is pretty much what we saw. And interesting thing, I was looking through the official images, and there was no sign of this little helmet that they had on display. So maybe they just nixed that and decided to go with his regular helmet, which was interesting. But
I hope not. That's like the classic Stridor helmet, the one that's on the bottom.
Yeah, but I did bring out my my Stridor, or sorry, my Night Stalker, just for the vintage one, just to take a look at, and just really interesting. The colors really match very well for the Night Stalker that's coming out on Mattel Creations. The stickers, they pop so much better on the Mattel Creations one. I think they did the stickers really, really well. They did mirror the sticker design quite a bit, and this really mirrored vintage figure a lot. So I thought that's
awesome. And the colors look so much better now, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. We went from like this like poopy mustard green to like this nice, beautiful
yellow. I know. He looks incredible in the photos.
Yeah, and
thank God. I told everybody, like, relax. There was like some weird pink light from like an adjacent booth or something that was casting an odd colors on everything. So I'm happy. I'm happy to see that he looks normal now.
Yeah, and like just the way that Stridor was kind of a companion piece to Castle Grayskull, I was like, I bet they're going to release Night Stalker after they release Snake Mountain, because it's going to be a companion piece. And lo and behold, they have a stand that's very similar, and it definitely you can park your horsey right outside of Snake Mountain.
That is so cool, and I love like the green moss on his on the little fence there, which looks really cool because it matches the one on Snake Mountain. So
yeah, it is. It is very cool. It comes with blast effects, and also a helmet that never came with the vintage figure too. So
is that the helmet in the back corner, or just a little purple thing in the background?
That's a good question. Right? Yeah,
Actually, to the
it could
left.
be just like some purple goo or just some like purple rocks or something.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they pack it in because they already have it. I mean,
Yeah.
they already have the mold and stragglers. So
Yeah, night one. Yeah, the gold. Yeah, they did a really good job on the black gold and the purple. Like such a great color combination, such a classic color combo. What
yeah,
else do they have? Yeah, they have the
I can't
ones
wait
that
to
are,
see Jitsu on there.
oh my gosh, yeah, and it's funny because like, why did they throw Skeletor on there? It's like they have Jitsu in the
I
line,
don't
just throw him in there.
I don't understand that. Like they just throw Skeletor on everything. There's other
Right.
characters. People use them.
Yeah.
Jitsu needs some love.
Totally. Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know, like the vintage box art, Skeletor is riding Night Stalker, but I think on the back of it they have Jitsu like in the seat. So like the illustrations and stuff don't match what like the figure that they put in it. But yeah, I've always had Jitsu, like I have the Motu Classics Night Stalker, and like Jitsu of course is in the saddle. So but yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice to see just something like something in production. We're actually getting another creature slash vehicle, which is great because they're kind of light on those. They've
Yeah.
teased so many vehicles that we just don't see, like Bashosaurus. We still need to get the other half of the battle ram. We have the Sky Sled.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Can I get on my soapbox for a second?
Please.
All of you out there who are watching, there's eyes on this Night Stalker vehicle, beast, whatever you want to call it, from the powers that be. And so if Night Stalker is successful, hopefully that'll lead us or kind of green light additional beasts slash vehicles in the future.
Yes.
I know a certain people are a little nervous because the vehicles or beasts or whatever would sit on the store shelves, and that's another reason that we know the vintage stuff is going to be Mattel Creations, but that's yet another reason Night Stalker is on Mattel Creations, and we just want to make sure that he's successful. So if you want Night Stalker, please buy him. It's going to go a long way to future creatures and or vehicles in the line. So let's just make sure that Night Stalker is successful so we can see more of them. Because we got to tell Mattel. We got to talk to them with our wallets and our hearts and make sure that we get more of these awesome beasts in the line. So
yes,
I'm off my soapbox now.
No, that's a great soapbox to stand on. And actually that reminded me of a chat that I had with Axel Jimenez, and we'll circle back to that with the Vypor card art too. So yes, yeah, it's actually coming after this one, so it won't be too much. But yeah, I mean, we need dinosaurs, we need the Dragon Walker, we need the Sky Sled and Battle Ram. Yeah, so that's great to see. Like D Griff will be getting 2. Extendar will be extending the wallet and buying the limit. Giraffe, dinos. And yeah, I know that Giraffe wants that Sky Tree. It's like, yes, the fans demand Sky Tree. So yes, I have
Could you imagine if we got a Dragon Walker with that incredible box art? I mean, that is such a quintessential like MOTU image of the line. It's so famous, and for them to like have the opportunity to recreate that box art for a new Dragon Walker, and of course he's gonna have to have his battery powered feature.
Oh my gosh,
how fun would that be?
That would be awesome. Yeah, please don't do him dirty like they did the Ground Ripper or the Road Ripper. It's like just put his battery pack in there. Don't do it dirty like the
I know. They have to.
But yeah,
they have
to. Yeah, I agree with Lord Hoagie. I think this will sell out. I think this will be good. Oh my gosh, yeah, Titus and Megator. Yeah, all of these things help fund the line. So Nuno Biz, it's just a tree, right? It's the coolest looking tree,
right? No, everybody needs to buy the horsey. So Baroness, get the word out. You're in on the horsey. I'm in on the horsey. Let's make sure that Night Stalker is successful because I want to see so many more cool things.
Yes, June 18th at 9 in the morning. So yes, it will be
That
going
is
up for
this
pre-order.
coming.
$33 is not bad.
For that price, you should get two.
I know, right? Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
I
one
think
could be on your Eternia display, and the other one could be somewhere else on a shelf.
yes. Yeah, it's funny because I use mostly the vehicles and creatures. I put the um all of the repaints and like kind of like variant figures on them because it's just weird to have like 7 He-Man standing together. So I just kind of put them in several
Oh yeah,
places.
yeah, me too. They're great for vehicle drivers.
Yeah. Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, can't forget about this guy. Yeah, they've been dropping these a little bit earlier than they have in the past. Sometimes these will drop like a couple days
Mhm.
before they actually go out on pre-order. So it's nice that they're dropping these with some time to think about it and to like look at all the pictures and stuff. The box art is stunning as well. So this kind of recreates that vintage box art. And I was wondering like why Mechanic was on there, but he's on the vintage box art. And I was like, ooh, does this mean we're gonna get like a single carded Mechanic somewhere down the line? That'd be awesome because you kind of need him if you're a
Maybe.
myth on card collector. Like you need to complete your collection, and Mechanic is just missing.
Yeah. Yeah, we totally need him on a single card. That would be really awesome because we don't have him
Yeah,
yet. So
that's right. We got Battle Armor He-Man,
nice to
and
see.
then yeah, some flying creatures in the back. So yeah, if we
Mhm.
can
And
keep
those with
funding
those
these.
little dragons.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Yeah, yeah,
Very cute. Yeah, box art is great, and yeah, I'm actually happy that they've done a windowless box here, because then you get to see a lot of the art that's on the box. So
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, I mean, if they release Mechanic on a single card, I'm just gonna buy one just to keep him carded because he would look so cool.
Oh, he would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one. It's what is it? Mechanic. Yeah, I have Mechanic and Whiplash still from my collection as a kid. That's like the two
That's
Masters figures that my parents had. And so yeah, those are the one. It's just so funny because everybody asks me like, "Oh, what's your favorite figure?" And I say either one of those two because I still have the originals from my childhood, which is cool.
oh,
It's so
it's always
cute.
the childhood survivors that are like so close to our hearts. Like my
Survivors.
is.
That's a great way to put it.
Yes. It's so
That's
it's
awesome.
true. They are. They're childhood survivors. Like somehow, some way, through moving in college and this and that and other things getting thrown out and moving out of your parents' house and them cleaning stuff out. Like somehow those toys survived and they made it with you, and it's great that you still have them and you have the memories with it too. So that's amazing.
Totally. Totally. All right. Some other interesting news. So the Vypor card art, we finally figured out who the heck these snake men are in the background. And it was funny because Axel Jimenez and Leonardo Vega, they released the book, The Kings of the Snake Men, but so far it's just been in German or other languages. And so one guy from Planet Eternia was flipping through the book on one of the videos that they did, and I forget who it was, but somebody DM me on Instagram and said, "Hey, this is actually the snake men that are in the background." So there is a new character called Camor. So I'm guessing that these are chameleon type creatures. I can't read German, and so I couldn't really understand like what the subtext or the context was.
Yeah.
But when I was referring back to earlier, when I was saying we need to get like creatures funded um, and all these other things, I DM'd Axel and was like, "Does this mean we're getting this figure in the Origins line?" And he basically said that it's up to Mattel, but he needs us to carry the torch and tell Mattel that we want these types of figures. And so I would totally buy one of these. I think the paint scheme is really cool. It's a mashup of
Oh,
you
totally.
can see like the parts that are reused: Tongue Lasher, Mosquitor, Skeletor, Ratlor, Keldor. Um, Parts the pelvis is from the Castle Grayskull spacesuit,
Is it
and the
from
collar and
Frogmonger too?
Yeah, the collar and jetpack are from Frogmonger. Yeah, and the new parts is the head. So I would love one of these. Totally cool.
Oh, I would totally love it. And we're gonna make Joe cry. Toy Evan's time flashes of Toy Story 2. I'm sorry, Joe.
They don't come alive. Like we have some like.
Oh my god.
Really
yeah, the colors are incredible on this one.
Yeah. So I was excited because like the mystery is finally solved because I was like, well, who the heck are these guys? And there's 3 of them in Vypor's card art. So like that's not by mistake. And of course they said what 2024 is the year of the Snake Men. So who knows? Maybe we'll see this at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Because the year's not over.
I mean, I'm not gonna put it past them. Last time when 2 years back when we saw the Eternia on display, there was all these incredible Snake Men in it, and we all thought they were just customs to fill out the display, and they weren't. Like we actually got them. So you never know.
Yes, and Nino Biz, put a pin in your comment. We're actually going to be talking about the Snake Lair in a future live stream. So we're 6 weeks out from Comic-Con, and so the next 6 streams are going to be Comic-Con focused, and we will be talking about the Snake Lair in more detail. So hold that thought. Oh yeah, sorry, 2023 was the year of the Snake Men. This was supposed to be the year of Skeletor, right? Oh no, or was that last year? I don't know.
It was supposed to be, but
yeah, years are hard for me to track. Yeah, everybody is absolutely right. So hey, but if we get
math
more
is
Snake
hard
Men,
on a Friday.
I know it totally is. It totally is. But yes, we love Comic-Con.
Like me
season
screwing up
2.
time math last night with the target.
Oh my god. Yes, he does look like Camor does look like Rainbow Sherbert. But yeah. Justin,
right.
yeah, I definitely want more. And if it's stuff that Axel is illustrating and drawing, like I want that tenfold because I want his stuff to actually make it into plastic. There's so many things. He's so talented. And it's a shame that a lot of his concepts didn't make it into MOTU Classics, but they're getting a second life in Origins, which is awesome.
Yeah. And I love Comic-Con season 2. I was trying to show Dave Chanelli's comment, but it is Comic-Con season. It is upon us, and you know what that means, Michael? Reveals of Comic-Con exclusives are going to be dropping really soon.
That's right. Yeah, like yes, think Super 7 will have stuff. I mean, everybody will have stuff. Hasbro, Mattel, Super 7, Mondo, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nuno Biz. I don't know if he illustrates vehicles as much as he does the characters. So maybe that's somebody else. But I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure he has the mad skills to make a vehicle. But anyway. Oh my gosh, yeah, we do need Horde members like Catra, Scorpia, Shadow Weaver, Raptrap, Voltac, and so on. I totally agree. Like the Horde needs like the whole factions in Eternia. They need to be built out. Princess of Power, the Horde. Everyone. Where's Battle Bones? Yeah. So cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. So mystery solved with Camor. So that was kind of fun to piece that together. And what else came out? Oh yeah, we got the Clawful card art teases, and super excited because you made a cameo on the card art. So that's awesome.
It's the sorceress, and she's in the Tower of Castle Grayskull there. I am so stoked. Like, I need to have a Filmation style sorceress. I know the one that we have looks really close, and obviously it's a beautiful homage to the vintage figure, like perfection. But something about having it that tweaked slightly, like cartoon animated look, is just going to be so cool to have her, and to have I'm gonna have to get an extra one carded. Like,
oh, of course, you're gonna have to get all the sorceresses, toy sorceress. Extendar,
exactly.
yeah. the last time we talked to Paul Mart, he was trying to get a stock of Lord Grasp and Terror. So hopefully he'll have those. If he doesn't, I don't know. They're showing up all over the country at Walmarts. So I don't know if it's going to be that much of a pain in the butt to get them. But then again, you have to go to Walmart. So that's kind of a pain in the ass just to begin with.
Yeah. I have yet to find them, but we'll see.
Oh, Nuno Biz, shut your mouth. Do not call the toy sorceress a pegworm, but she is actually. But it's cool. But you get to visit her every time you go to Target. I know. But you get to visit her every time you go to Target. It's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe you made that happen. You willed it.
Her pegworm? I wish. I told you the story how me and Jay from GDL met, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of the toy sorcerers, I was able to get, that was wave 7 of MOTU Origins. I was able to get that wave like 2 weeks after they displayed it at PowerCon, and in hand I was not on YouTube. I was not doing any of this stuff. I posted some pictures to Facebook, and I guess Jay got a hold of them and was like, "Oh my God, somebody has wave 7," and he reached out to me, and that's kind of how we met. So that sorceress in wave 7 that is now a peg warmer, had it not been for her, none of this would be here. Because this is kind of how I connected to the YouTube world, and then me and you met in another way. But I put it all on that peg warming sorceress. So hallelujah to her.
It was meant to be. I wanted to ask the chat. Does anybody know what this like creature is that's coming out of the Horn of Evil? I don't know if it was named in the episode or not. I'm just curious because the sorceress. The sorceress is just he's obviously fending him off, but I was like, oh, maybe we can get some creepy smoke person, but probably not.
I don't think it had like a name. It was like the Horn of Evil was like unleashing like evil spirits, and the sorceress was trying to fight it off.
Yes.
And it was I don't want to, no spoiler alert, but it was a losing battle at that point in the episode.
Right. Yeah, but super excited to see Clawful and also Spikor come to the line. So a day after that we got the Clawful tease, we got a card art tease of Spikor. Nothing super interesting going on in the card art unless there's a better view.
The giant tree that he's climbing.
Oh, could it be Skytree? No.
It could be Skytree.
I don't want to get Giraffe going on Skytree again, but yeah, I mean the art looks cool. We need to see more of a high res image of He-Man just to see if he's just like regular old He-Man or if he's somehow different. But oh my gosh, Giraffe, Skytree confirmed. Yeah, he was confirmed on Mossman box art. So Giraffe, you're gonna fish your wish. It'd be great for an exclusive would be Skytree. Like that is probably not going to appeal to everybody but Giraffe, and so he can be have somebody to buy it. So there we go.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. Very cool. So
awesome.
Yeah. So not a lot of super interesting stuff going on. Just a cool scene that's illustrated. No teases. Which is unfortunate because we're, we need to see some more teases, and we need to get stuff that we've said in the past confirmed in this card art. Like I want some more teases. There's a lot more of the I know, right? Frankie Wants It All. That's also a great Queen song as well.
I want it all.
That's right. Interestingly, Horde Trooper Prime went up for pre-order on the whole shebang. Keeping with MOTU, went up for pre-order a couple days ago, but it's got an August due date. So we kind of used the whole shebang is a online retailer, amazing store in the UK, and he publishes the due dates for this. So it kind of gives us a clue about when we might expect this figure to come. I forget if this is going to be like fan channel or what stores might be carrying this, but I don't know. What did you think about the figure the Horde Trooper Prime and Hoverbot.
He's cool. I mean, I have the Red Horde Trooper from the 4-pack from PowerCon, but I love that he comes with the Hoverbot. I hope we get like maybe like a Hoverbot like army pack or something like that, the gray ones.
Yeah.
So we can have like maybe like a 4-pack or something. They have the mold for it, so I think that opens the door. It's kind of like buying a pack of Mousers, you know?
Oh yes,
So,
totally.
Yeah. So that would be really cool if we get that from this set. But it looks great, and I think it's going to be incredible. This one may or may not go to Mattel Creations. It's kind of like what they did with Cyclone, but that's one of the vintage figures. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm hoping it's not like a Walmart exclusive because that would suck.
Oh geez,
No.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just going to be like a fan exclusive, kind of like Necroconda.
Oh
hopefully.
yeah. Oh yeah, hopefully, hopefully he'll be easy to get. And yeah, this is totally going to be an army builder, but I think like the figures that come with capes and like are special like this, I think of them as like one-off captains or like, troop commanders. But like, you could totally see people army building this stuff. But one thing that I'm really excited about is the quick flick figure tease that is right above the Hoverbot and the Horde Trooper Prime. So it's another one of Axel's creations that we've seen teased on another card. So hopefully we'll get all the Snake Men that are under Lady Slither in the MOTU Origins line. So I'm super excited about that. I think I'm more excited about the tease than the actual figure.
I know, right?
Yeah. Neil makes Mint with Card makes a great comment. He's so ready to go to Target. That would be a missed opportunity if they didn't do that. Yeah.
I like that.
I remember there was a Starscream that they made. It was basically they did like a red repaint of one of the Cybertronian drones, and they made that a Target exclusive. So I'm like, I forget what the name of it was, but yeah, that was a total miss.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm excited for this one. Yeah, it's cool because this one was weird because he was teased on the Eternia box art, and we were like, who the heck is that? It's like he's the dude,
I know, right? It was like kind of one of them that was like taller, or he was going up like the side of Snake Mountain, or sorry, one of the towers. Was it Tower?
Yeah, he was just like running up it, and I was like, oh wait, okay.
Stairs.
Yeah. So. Yeah, super excited about this one. And then keeping with the Masters theme, I think this is the last Masters thing that we're going to talk about tonight. Oh,
you know what would be fun, Michael?
Oh, yes.
Before we move past that, you made a really good point. We should take the Eternia box art. We have that famous image, right? The high-res image. Use that as a checklist for the figures that aren't produced yet, and like check off the ones that they've made, and then we'll know who's left. Like that's a really cool visual checklist.
Oh, totally. That would be awesome.
That one, so yeah.
Yes, Nuno Biz, I am upset about Mattel punching the Mattel exclusive cards because there's no reason to do that unless they have made them a while ago and we're like, oh, we're going to ship these to retail stores, and then they crawled it back and we're like, they only put it on Mattel Creations. But yeah. Maybe that was just an error in the production and somebody just forgot to uncheck the do not punch check mark on the machine. I don't know.
I mean, it's just, they have the same box, or maybe they have like, I don't know, is it like a template, like already the blank box, and then it just goes through some printing process?
No idea. I would love to know this process. Like if I were to talk to anyone who is responsible for making the card art or the box art, I'm sure they know how these boxes are produced. Actually, my wife, she used to do video game marketing, and she used to design the boxes for the video games. And so I knew from a production standpoint, because she actually had to stop the presses one time and like halt a production of a box in mid production, and she was so stressed out about this. But I'm like, you need to do it because she noticed that the ESRB rating on the box was wrong. So it's like, yeah, you got to do that. So it was a literal stop the press moment.
That's crazy.
But speaking of crazy, we have the teaser images for it was formerly called Nightmare when it was announced at PowerCon 2023, and they've changed his name to Scaremare. But this thing has a 54-inch wingspan. Like, this is outrageously huge.
A big like real estate shelf suck. Like, right? It's like you're really gonna be dedicated to give up space for this.
There's not even a shelf. Like, I'm looking at my shelves, and there's not even a shelf that can like carry that. You have to put it on the top or like have a separate place for them. But there were prototypes at the Monster Palooza Con down in Pasadena, and you can really get a sense of the scale. And so Scareglow and Scaremare, they said, are going to be released at the same time. So Lord help everybody's wallets who wants these, but it's crazy. But the teaser images look really, really cool. I think I'm going to admire this run from afar, but I mean, look at the detail just even on the Scaremare mask just by itself. Like, not even considering the horsey, like the mask.
Yeah, all that like worn detail on it on the paint apps, and it looks really cool. But yeah, I can only imagine what this thing's gonna cost. Like, unfortunately,
yeah. If
I'm gonna admire it for too.
If what the Sky Sled was what $399 or something like that, or $499? $400. This is gonna be a pretty penny. But if this paves the way so we can fund Swiftwind or Arrow from Princess of Power, I'm all for it. So bring it on.
And I would be very upset if the first place we get Swiftwind is from Mondo and not from Mattel.
That's true. Yeah, D Griff, you make a good point. If you collect Mondo, you probably can afford a larger display room. Totally valid point.
True.
Yes. Ryan Cole wants one. Yeah. Will you be getting one? I guess you got to probably see the price and some more pictures, but yeah, they released like this side of the profile and the other side. But the horse is going to look really cool. And it's the first time in Mondo's history that they've introduced a new character into Masters of the Universe. So I thought that was really, really cool just from a history perspective. And I'm wondering like what the conference calls and like meetings, that kind of led up to this too. They're like, oh, we want to do this like really cool thing. And they brought it to life. So kudos to Mondo.
And they actually did say Mattel is now adopting this as part of their canon to the Masters of the Universe.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Scaremare is now officially Scareglow's ride in whatever future endeavors they may want to go after. So we might get him for something, Origins or Masterverse. So who knows in the future?
That would be awesome. Yeah. I wish the $80 like Post-it note on there applied to either Scareglow or maybe we can make a case. Maybe false advertising. No, but I'm actually really excited for the Scareglow figure. The first iteration of Scareglow I wasn't fond of, but they're really killing it with the kind of the version 2 MOTU figures that they're doing now.
Yeah. I got a Skeletor take a massive dive off the very top of my shelf just now. And
oh no!
The arm broke off or popped off. Hopefully, it just popped off. I don't know. We'll see. That's okay.
The Mondo one, or just
no? It's an Origins one, but I have a custom vintage head on him.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So hopefully he survived. I don't know. We'll see.
I love it. Munio Biz. It's newer Eternia.
Newer Eternia. There you go.
Yeah. Your wallet is thanking you, Bry Guy 75, that you didn't get into Mondo. So kudos to you for not diving into the rabbit hole of Mondo. And I can see from your avatar that you're probably a Masters fan. So good job. Oh yes. Or let's see, Origins T Swiftwind, so having that horse mold can lead to Scaremare, maybe. Yeah. Mondo also talked about Swiftwind in one of their live streams too. So they also talked about another figure that I'm forgetting. But yeah, it's fun to watch those live streams because they will drop little tidbits like that. So it's fun to see. Sorry, guy. My wallet curses me for Origins. It's not bad. Like the figures are not as expensive as Mondo. So I think your wallet is praising you at the moment. So yeah.
Absolutely.
But all cool stuff. I guess on the Mondo vein, there was a couple other non MOTU figs. If you want to move on to the TMNT stuff, we had Michelangelo and Mondo Gecko, which I think is funny because Mondo Gecko, but these
that gets you
are really good.
Oh my god, they look awesome, and I was worried that Mondo Gecko was going to be like super expensive because these soft vinyl figures, the turtles run $90, and I said, well, Mondo's got all this extra, like more detailed sculpt, incredible paint apps, and he comes with a freaking skateboard, so I can only imagine how much he's going to cost because when he was on display at Monsterpalooza, he had a TBD next to his price tag. Now he went up for pre-order. And he was only 105. So I was like, you know what? $15 extra and you get an awesome skateboard with it. Totally fine. So
that skateboard looks
I'm gonna pick really this one up. He looks great. But the problem is the only issue I have is it said it's exclusive next to the listing on Mondo because Donatello and Leonardo both went up on BBTS. And I pre-ordered them from there because I don't have to pay for it yet until it ships in October. Right. But if this is exclusive to Mondo Shop, that means I got to pay for it now, and that's kind of a bummer. Because I wanted some time to even think if I was going to be in on the soft vinyl line, and if I did a BBTS pre-order, there's no actual commitment. You can basically cancel it at any time. Right.
If you need to visit the Bank of Michael, just let me know and we can.
Oh no, it's totally fine. I just wanted to make sure I was going in on the line before I bought him, so I was kind of bummed because I just gave you the flexibility, right? If you order on BBTS.
Yeah. That's a good call. Of course. I don't offer that to anyone, so please, I don't want to get flooded with DMs. I want to.
No, of course not. that was exclusive offer because I was pre-qualified. I'm totally kidding.
I love the way his hair is coming out of his hat. I thought they did a good job with that one.
That and his tongue that's sticking out and his little his little. He's so cool.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Cool. This one's my favorite out of all of it. Soft vinyl.
Yeah, ones. I need to start getting into cherry picking stuff because I would totally want to buy this. I'm looking at the Super 7 one right now, and I'm like, okay, that'll be fine for now. I'm like, I don't need this.
Yeah, I know. I'm debating on him. I don't think he had a timed pre-order.
No, none of these. None of these have, which is interesting. So I guess they have some they've pre-made stock, I guess, because there's no time. It's not a pre-order, right? You just add them to cart or
it is a pre-order.
Oh, it is a pre-order. Okay. Just not timed or anything. That's cool. Yeah. Exactly. So they have these probably sitting in a warehouse somewhere. They're
Probably.
Yeah. But
he looks really good.
Yeah, Mikey looks great too, with the little tongue sticking out.
He does. He looks awesome. But it's if you get Mikey, you have to get the other three brothers. So it's if I get one turtle, I got to commit to all four.
Oh yeah, I guess. Do you have to?
Well, I mean, to me, I wouldn't want one brother by himself or two. It's all four turtles or none in my book.
Okay, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh, does the tail on his does the skate on his tail articulate? Interesting on a Mondo Gecko.
Oh, the actual skate.
Does the skate? It doesn't. Let's see.
The tail articulates. I don't know if the skate if it has little wheels on it. That'd be really cool if it did.
There's a little section. You can kind of see the dark spot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the whole thing looks like it's one piece though.
Yeah. I wonder, I think they're asking if the actual skate articulates. Does it have little wheels on it?
Oh, it
That
must.
would be kind of cool.
It must.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That would be cool. Oh yeah, it looked like it would.
Yeah.
It looked like it'd roll and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That thing's like freaking rad.
It is red. Yeah, we got
Marker!
Marker!
Damn it! Damn it! They're too cool. I don't know where the hell they're gonna go. Anyway.
I know you're like, stop showing me these things because I'm gonna buy them.
I know. I still have to figure out where a Technogrome's gonna go. And
oh right, you were saying that was a little bit smaller than the vintage one, so maybe that's fine. Stick them like looking around.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes
sometimes size matters, and sometimes smaller is better. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so cool. Like Mondo needs to stop making so much cool stuff because we still haven't seen all their ThunderCats, and it's like,
oh geez, yeah. Frankie, yeah, TMNT, but ThunderCats and Scareglow, Scaremare eating the wallet. Yeah, Frankie, if you buy Scaremare, on a hot tub, you're gonna have to make an appearance or send us pics because that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. And speaking of ThunderCats, Michael,
what? Oh,
we had an awesome ThunderCats Wave 11 drop a couple days ago as well.
Oh, that's right.
And
that's right.
Yeah. So ThunderCats Wave 11 dropped I think 2 days ago, and it's a pretty cool wave. So if you're not familiar with this character, this is Claudius, and this is Lion-O's father, which is really cool because we got young Lion-O in the previous wave, so now you're gonna have his dad, which is awesome. Cool. He looks really cool. Good. And then we have a Thunderian guard, which these are the guards that are supposed to protect Claudius. So you can imagine having a couple of these. It's an army builder. Then we got our first Burble, which is so cool. So Robo Bear is here, and then we got Luna and Amok, and this is like a 2-pack. Nice. So a very interesting wave. What was your take on these?
I thought this was a really solid wave. Like these are all new characters. They're introducing the Bear Bills and another Lunatak. I love that faction, so I'm really excited about this wave. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna take a cue from your page when ordering these things. It's like I'm gonna wait and see if they go on sale because the Lunatak's like that's $85. He's like a honking piece of plastic.
Oh, it's super expensive. So eventually they will go on sale, and like I could imagine getting like a couple of these Thunderian guards to put on the outside of my cat slayer. So I definitely want to get those when they're on sale. And this time the bonus super pack is not extra heads but extra accessories. So if you do want to get the whole wave, you can order that from Super 7. We have all the links for you. But let's dive into each of them. I'm going to start with our first Burble, because he looks really cool. It's the leader of the Burbles, Robo Bear Burble. That's hard to say, but he's really cute. I mean, he turned out very awesome, cartoon accurate, and he comes with this torch and his other accessories, which I don't know why this is not loading, so my apologies. I'm having an issue with that screen. But he's pretty cool. I mean, but again, a small figure for the same price point, which tends to happen quite often in these waves, and still at the same price. And some people complain about that, but other times we get some economy of scale, or you're getting that 2-pack, which is a little bit more expensive. On this one though, I think because they priced the 2-pack at $85, they really should have lowered the price on him. Oh geez. Are you calling Claudius Thundercat Trump? I don't know. But anyway, he looks really cool. I love his Thundercat logo here, and then he comes with a time capsule, which I really love. Are you muted, Michael?
Yes, I muted to open up another soda. So we would.
Okay, I'm like, I don't hear you. Is it my computer?
Thank you.
What were you saying?
I wanted to plus in a Nuno Biz's comment for what we do on the hot tub. Do you guys show off your collections? I mean, we do some of that. We just kind of shoot the shit, and it's just a fun thing to hang out. It's like you're hanging out with your best friend that lives like right next door, and we get to just hang out and talk toys, which is fun. So anyway.
Yeah, but we absolutely show stuff off on our collections. We show toy hauls sometimes, things we picked up, and
everybody
it's a lot
does
of fun.
too. Yeah,
Plus, we get to hang out with some really cool people because all these people in our crew are amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you haven't joined, join the crew. And if you want to join and hang out in the hot tub and get access to our Discord and be able to chit chat with everybody else in there, and you know they're always trading. Hey, things are up for pre-order. Oh, hey, I saw this really cool toy. They're having just wonderful conversations. Go ahead and join at the attic level, and you'll have access to everything.
Yes,
plus, sometimes we have early access and things, which is a lot of fun.
Yes, and Clint, I had to open up my root beer zero sugar. Definitely Super 7 makes me down the hard stuff. So.
But he looks really cool. He's got an alternate head, some alternate hands, like a cane, and this is his time capsule. Which, if you remember in the storyline, you know he does place, I guess, some various items there when he's trying to save the race of Thundera and then send off Lion-O and the rest of the gang to save their lives before the planet explodes. But it's cool that they made this figure.
Oh, totally.
Neat character. Yeah. And I'm actually looking forward to these guys. These are really cool looking army builders. And the cool thing is they come with an alternate head. So he's got kind of this more angry head and this more stoic looking face. And so you can have multiples and have them look different.
I like that. Yeah, I like the whole outfit. It reminds me like they can guard the they can guard the palace, but you know, they can also play tennis, you know, and take a break. They have like nice little
That's what it looks like, a tennis skirt. Oh my God, you're absolutely right. You're totally right.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, it's like I haven't really looked in these figures in super detail, but I do love the head sculpt. I like that they have different versions of the head, so you don't have the same like guard with the same expression and stuff like that. But
he has like a John McEnroe like headband on now. I'm like thinking,
right. Oh my gosh, totally. I mean, what are they going to do for a break? They could do what Nuno Biz said. They can play wiffle ball. They can play pickleball, whatever. Like pickleball is all the rage. So it reminds me of Teen Wolf.
You're right. So. Oh my God, he totally looks like Teen Wolf. It's like when he's in the gym practicing basketball. He's got his headband on. That's freaking hilarious. So you can see here he comes with 2 different blasters. I really love that he has a holster for like the short blaster, and then he's got like a longer rifle. And of course, the staff and like the 2 heads.
So. Yeah, and they totally use Mega J's beard without his approval. Yeah, we got to let Mega J know. So.
That's Mega J. Yes. That is too cool. And then finally, we have these Lunatics here. I'm having some kind of weird issue. I'll just show you it from the screen. So what do you think of these?
I love the Lunatics. So this is what the third one I think that they've made, because we just got one in the last wave too. So like that faction's building out. I really like it. I like the big chunky plastic figures like that Super 7 Monstar Silverhawks figure. It's huge, and like Buzzsaw, they're just like big, meaty, beefy boys.
They're beefy boys. I know, and they look so great on the display. Like I love that there's a difference in scale and like chunkiness, and then it just makes for like so much more of an interesting display when you got like the variety. So that's awesome. she's steering with horns there.
I love that.
Hilarious.
Yes. And if people are wondering, chunkiness is a measure of weight. It's a measure. It's official. We've coined it right here. So
absolutely. So these are really cool. They're up for pre-order now. So if you're into these, yeah, go for it. Pre-order them, and they're up on. We have all the links on our article if you want to find those. And then finally, we had some news from Formo Toys.
Yeah.
So the Warriors of the Galaxy new line came up for pre-order a couple days ago, and awesome. These are a throwback to the same characters basically from the Sun Gold line of the 80s, and they were an homage. They were one of the knockoff lines, just like we got from Remco. Sun Gold did a whole bunch of them, and Warriors of the Galaxy, or the Galaxy Warriors, as they were known in the 80s, were the line. So we have Baltard, which is the kind of grayish purple guy in Magnon, and he's kind of like the heroic one. And Formo Toys sent me an early prototype, so he's right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Oh my gosh,
I'm totally kidding.
Very cool.
This is the vintage one. But he looks, the one that Formo Toys is making looks so close, except he has a flesh colored head.
Oh god, that's so cool.
Anyway,
that you even have that.
this is the figure that the Formo Toys one is an homage to. I picked him up at my local collector's shop that I often go to, and they had one sitting there. So he's pretty cool. I love, and you can see his crest here. It's not painted or anything. It's just gray plastic. But the one that Formo Toys is doing looks really cool because it's got a lot of detail on his shield. It's actually painted, and we'll take a look at the details of each of these. So I don't know why that's happening to my computer. Maybe we can just look at it through the article. I have no idea why that is going on. But you can see his shield here. It looks really cool. And here he is. So this is going to have the same modularity as the rest of the Legends of Dragonware, and it's kind of continuing the lore and the line from that. And yeah, I mean they're really cool. They're the same price as the Legends of Dragonware figures. Here you can see that really cool shield. So it looks like this one, but it's all colored in. It's got the eagle crest on it, which is awesome. And he's got that awesome green skirting. So I just pulled this out because I wanted you guys to see. There's the original version. So I guess, there's probably variants because mine has a flesh colored head and that one's in gray, or that grayish purple color. But this is the original one, and you can see that's his fully colored shield. So obviously mine is yet another variant or a knockoff of a knockoff. I don't know. Could it be like squared that way? Yeah. But this is the figure and the character that's so much.
Awesome. Cora actually saw these in person.
Oh, so cool.
They look really cool. So that's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, those figures look great, and it's cool that they're doing another subline.
Yep. And this the Warriors of the Galaxy have some very cool characters in it, so it's really awesome that they're doing that. And then the heroic character, which is Magnon, and I'm trying to load that up. If not, I'll go back to the
You got to text us and stop watching TV.
Not. I asked him. He's not.
It's okay, Rob. You're early for
So this is like he looks really cool. I hope he has a removable helmet. He has a really cool shield as well, an awesome skirt. Like there's a lot of great detail. It's very chunky looking. And this one's a really cool homage to the vintage figure as well. And I'll show you a photo of that in just a second. It's down below, but this is Magnon from the Sun Gold line, Galaxy Warriors, and you can tell where they got their keys from. And it's obviously a much better quality modern rendition of him, but he looks very cool. So these are going to be really neat. They're up for pre-order now. You can get them on BBTS or on formotoys.com. So if you're interested in these, they run $35 a piece. I highly recommend, if you love this form factor, the 5.5 scale, you love the chunky kind of, MOTU figures. I've got the rest of the Lords of Dragonor figures, and they're incredible. Like the quality, the paint apps, the construction of them, they're built so well. I don't know if you've opened yours, Michael, yet, but I love these figures. Once you get them off the cart,
I haven't. No, I think I might sell them
them.
actually. Yeah, I know, but I think I might sell them.
They're wait to make that decision until after you visit me next month. Take a look at mine in person, and then you'll decide.
Well, actually, we'll probably see the Foremost stuff at SDCC, right? So we can see some more more stuff there. I'm sure.
I'm sure we will.
So, all right, fine.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they have in store for us.
I will wait. Yeah, I won't get to selling anything anytime soon because I'm still like trying to sort out the keep and sell stuff. The sell pile is growing immensely.
Mine's very big too. I've been, thinning things out.
I can't keep up.
It's fine.
So yeah, a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool drops. A lot of cool stuff. Man, the weeks are just jam packed with things, and we don't actually cover everything. So it's like that's nuts. Maybe like when we're retired, maybe. No, Nuno Biz, my room is not finished, but it's I would say it's like maybe 65% there. So it's just a lot. I mean, you can attest to that.
You're getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. I work on it a little bit.
It was quite a task. Yeah.
So, not done yet, but when it is done, I will show pictures, and I will. I have a great template for your epic toy room tour. So I've never done a toy room tour anyway, so I would love to do that too.
That was my first video like ever.
So it was great. I mean, geez, that was awesome, and it was epic, like epic first video. So there you go.
Yeah.
Excellence can't be rushed. Yes. Well, awesome. Anything else to cover off of before we close and let everyone enjoy the rest of their Friday?
No, I mean, I think that's it. I'm just like looking forward to SDCC coming up. Looking forward to more toy hunting. It's gonna be a really fun month next month, and I am excited because mid-June equals reveals for SDCC. So the stuff starts coming up soon, and those are the things that get us so excited, and we're gonna actually get to be there. So I can't wait. It's gonna be,
and we're gonna be there in person for the reveal of the G.I. Joe Haslab. So, and we have tickets to preview night, so we'll get those pics. Hopefully they'll have those in preview night. If not, we'll get them out as soon as possible.
Absolutely. It's gonna be neat actually being on the inside for once.
Yes.
And getting good photos.
Yes.
Not relying on.
We promise to take really good photos. We promise to take really good photos. So
we'll do our best. Yes, we will. I gotta remember to turn my microphone on.
Oh, good. I might get a hardwired.
So small, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I might get a hardwired one. So.
Okay. Yeah.
It
works well.
I'm fine.
It works well. You gotta turn it on.
Right. Sweet.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out with us tonight. That was super fun as always. But yeah, the next 6 weeks are going to be fun because we're going to be focused on SDCC. So yeah, we have some. I'm going to put it air quotes speculation to talk about. Y'all know what that means, so it'll be fun.
I mean, if past this prologue and our record stands as good as it does, you can decipher whatever you want from that.
Yeah, it's always fun leading up to cons, and I can't wait to see and get to hang out with you again. So that's going to be.
Oh my god, that's going to be so much fun. And I'm gonna take you on some local toy hunts if we can squeeze in that time while you're here.
We're gonna be exhausted, but let's do it.
last time you came to visit, it was a Easter weekend, and so that whole Sunday that you had, like, we couldn't even go anywhere because a lot of stuff was closed.
Oh, right.
So,
I love Extendar's comment. Too bad we don't know what's going to show up at Comic-Con.
okay. Extendor, you're behind me back here. I hope you're right. He's watching over Eternia. Yeah,
totally is. Well,
awesome. All right, everybody, it's been fun. Lots of fun things to see. Frankie's just laughing at us, or laughing out loud. And there's a lot of huge vintage toy shops in San Diego as well. Actually, the Baroness gave me, you're right, she gave me some recommendations, Michael. I have a running list because while we're at San Diego, there's like 2 or 3 really cool vintage toy shops we are going to have to hit up. Yeah,
totally.
And smash that like, you all, before you leave on your way out. Don't forget. And we'll see you guys next week with some more fun toy news and getting into San Diego Comic-Con season. So have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you later.
Bye, y'all.